I'll put over.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll put over in the photo too, so there'll be 2 overs. So I don't know if you've seen. I did the Into the Dragon.
I didn't see.
Outline?
So there's another one.
There's a dope one.
There's a top.
Oh no!
How did you communicate that?
I thought you would just see it.
Wait, what? When?
I did Enter the Dragon outline yesterday.
I did it this morning.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I should have communicated that, but I thought you would see it.
It's time to break that board.
So that's it.
Which one are we doing first?
We should do Fly Me to the Moon first.
Okay.
Fly me to the moon. That's the only words I know of the song.
Where is this?
Is it not in the folder?
I'm looking for it. I don't know. I don't see it.
Shared. Let's see if it's in there.
Oh, hold up.
Oh, I see it. I definitely see it.
Well,
Let me delete this Enter the Dragon one since it's not needed.
which is your Wi-Fi again?
Uh,
Because apparently I'm not
can I
connected.
see?
Top one.
Either the top two. I misclicked. I think it's this.
Nice. That I can't see because I have no internet connection.
I definitely see it. It's definitely there.
Wait, which one did you delete? Oh, okay, never mind.
I haven't deleted either one.
Okay, cool. I clicked on yours and like, wait, where's mine at? You deleted the wrong one.
I deleted mine.
Nice.
Because yours says movie review.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I sent it to the moon.
Send it to the deletion moon.
The Shadow Realm.
The shadow.
Imagine if they had a shadow realm in this movie.
You mean the dark side of the moon?
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
You have your solid sips?
Ready.
Both solid sips?
Yes.
That's crazy.
We
Good
both
job.
have both our solid sips. That's
Proud of you
crazy.
guys.
Hooray.
Okay. Why fly me to the moon?
Why you look at me? Because I chose it.
Because you chose it.
Yeah. I love conspiracies in any shape and form, whether it be in movie form, podcast form, or just like real life.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you get it, there's so much fun, and I just go into deep rabbit holes into conspiracies. Not too deep. I don't want to.
Okay.
Not too deep.
Not too deep where you believe in him.
Some.
But you give it credibility for yourself?
Yeah. It just depends on the
Or at least
conspiracy.
You're open to it?
I'm open to the possibility of stuff not being the way that we've been told.
Mm-hmm.
Because humans lie, governments lie, people lie. No one's.
Humans are people.
Yeah.
And government
is made of people,
Yeah.
so
Makes sense.
so it's just it's fun, but also you have to be aware and not just like take in what you see right away.
Right.
Be judging for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite conspiracy?
I
What-
can't say it on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I cannot say it on the podcast.
Like how bad is it?
We might get canceled.
Okay, I'll ask you. What is your favorite conspiracy that you can't say on the podcast?
Okay. Let's see. There's so many, and every time I try to think of all of them, I can't. I think the moon landing one is pretty fun. Because it involves one of my favorite directors of all time,
Mm-hmm.
Stanley Kubrick.
Should have got Kubrick.
Should have got Kubrick. Let's see another one.
Going down.
Do you fix it every time, or you don't fix it at all?
I fix it every time.
Really?
Whatever.
We just have to like drill a hole into screw it in.
Yeah, seriously.
Another conspiracy. Let's see. I literally was thinking about conspiracies like the last couple of days,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm on the spot and I can't think of anything. And when I think of them, I'll bring them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite conspiracy?
Oh, JFK. The assassination of JFK. Just a lot of different weird stuff that happened there.
Conspiracy stuff. I don't know. I think maybe not my favorite, but the most like one that's been in my head because of how much it's been in the news is flat Earth. So.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
That's my least favorite.
That's
one.
fun.
I mean,
It's
it's
like
it's my least favorite and most favorite in the way that
It's so ridiculous.
sometimes I don't know if someone's being serious or not anymore if they believe in it. If they've just say they believe in it because it's fun to get reactions out of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate those people too.
What, you hate those people?
Like that do it just to troll the people. Like just
Right.
I just want it to die. It's such a dumb theory, conspiracy theory. The JFK one's pretty interesting.
Yeah. it's pretty
especially like
interesting.
to the point where like had the MythBusters trying to create the
Ice bullet.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. My dad wrote a paper relating to the JFK assassination in college, but it was actually on another individual that might have been involved.
Mm.
So I think while researching, he told me that he dove a little bit into that conspiracy, but it wasn't the main purpose of that
Mm.
paper. So I'll have to ask him more about it again, but it's
What
very
did he
interesting.
Go to school for?
So he went to school for, I think, computer science.
Okay.
And then he just realized one day that he didn't want to do that for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And then he didn't finish his degree. So
Okay. Oh, I was curious what his class was going to be for writing that paper.
I think it was an English class,
Okay.
just a basic English class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
One of the smartest guys doesn't have a degree.
Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
It's just an institution, doesn't?
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you how smart you are.
Yeah.
It just tells you can
You can follow
an
through.
exam.
You can follow through.
Yeah, follow through on something, but then also pass exams.
Yeah, for
Not
sure.
everyone can
Yeah,
on one or the other.
for sure. For sure.
he's still really successful without it. So
Yeah. More successful than me. I got a degree.
I mean, that's what matters.
yeah, that's true. you're pretty bad. You're a failure. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. We don't have to talk about Jesse.
This podcast is over. Oh.
That scared me. This podcast is over.
This room is haunted.
Anyway, Jesse's not a failure, everyone. I'm just kidding.
Well, I
First
do
one to
have
get married,
I do have a new job.
has a new job.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Another one. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'll be making way more money. So
I mean, I can't complain about that.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get to the drink first, because I feel
Yay.
like this is gonna
take a little while.
take a little
It's gonna
bit.
be a little messy.
Take a
For
minute.
for the sake of the movie, we're making Tang because that's the drink that they brought up to space. It's been confirmed.
It's been confirmed. Just twist it.
Jesse could have. Oh, Jesse did open it. Oh, you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Crack.
The actual event, the faked event.
The actual faked event. They didn't bring Tang.
Is there a measuring utensil already in there?
No, but there are
Oh, there's
labels
measure-
inside if you want to make 1 quart or 2 quarts.
This is so much.
Let's see how Albert makes his first, and then
It's not a twist.
You can keep twisting it.
one of those glasses has significantly more water than the rest.
Significantly? I don't
Yeah.
know about significantly. Roswell is also a good conspiracy.
What's that one?
Where they found alien bodies, but they covered it up with a weather balloon story. That's always interesting. Also, who's the guy?
Did you want to stir your own?
Yes, please.
Who's the guy from Area 51 who says there's element 115? What's his name? You probably know this.
I don't.
No? Okay. If I remember it, I'll think of it.
Okay.
It's what's his name?
What's element 115 or 150 something?
115. I don't remember the element name, but it supposedly is used to power off-world
You can probably stir your
spacecrafts.
cup with the other spoon.
I just want to see in case anybody needs more flavor.
Oh, it's true. That's smart.
I should have gotten more spoons.
You want to mix your own?
No, I can stir it.
I was like, wait. Started off. The funnest part is stirring it. This looks
looks like-
really sweet.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe-
think we're gonna need more.
Yeah, maybe 1 spoon was too much.
I think we need more water.
We're gonna need more water, Captain.
Wait, hold up.
It's not even water. It's coffee.
Watery coffee. All right.
Ready?
Cheers.
Actually, I think that's a good ratio.
I could
That's
use
pretty
more
good.
water.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
it's very tangy.
I like it.
Very
Nostalgic.
tangy.
All right, well, it's been a while since I don't even know if I drank Tang that much when I was little.
I had a lot.
I had a lot too. A lot.
Tang and
That country lemonade?
country lemonade
Yep.
and shoot.
Tampico?
No.
Oh, that's a Mexican thing.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Gatorade, but not Gatorade.
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid
I
Man?
don't know why I say Kool-Aid.
we
Man.
had a lot of Kool-Aid when I was
Yeah.
younger, but not Tang.
Capri Suns. I did a lot of Capri Suns when I was younger too. Sounds like a drug. I did a lot of Capri Suns.
Back in my day,
Back in
I
my
went through
day.
5 pouches a day.
Give it a 3. It's okay.
It
It's
brings-
not bad, but it's not like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, 3.
This is a 4. I like it.
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
It is very nostalgic though. It is very
Maybe
nostalgic.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get into the details. It's directed by Greg Berlanti. The tagline is, "Will they make history? ... or fake it?" Not really a tagline, but whatever. The budget I found was estimated at $100 million. Released July 5th, 2024.
What?
Was it released some other time?
I thought it was July 12th from what I saw yesterday.
I thought it was released this week.
I thought it was released this week too. That's why I'm like, now
So
that I'm
pause.
You made the podcast.
I didn't make the podcast.
Oh,
I
you
just
made the
outline.
outline. Are we googling?
We're
Yeah, I'm
Googling.
googling.
What is the truth?
I got July 12th.
I literally have July 5th, but then when I click on it, it says July 12th.
I have a July 8th
Interesting.
premiere
What?
in New York.
See July 5th, and then click on
Yeah.
it.
Click on that. Clicked on it, July 12th.
This is so weird. Oh, July. It's July 12th. It was released this week
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the time of this recording.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rated. Runtime of 2 hours and 12 minutes. Rated PG-13. No box office currently. It is opening weekend. It's in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Not streaming anywhere. Just in theaters.
Streaming in theaters.
Streaming in theaters. And let's go ahead and get into our solid sip. 6-word summary of the movie.
Yep.
Brought my mic into a weird spot.
Okay, I've got can potentially be perfect date movie.
Can potentially be perfect date movie.
Yeah.
Did you bring a date with you?
No.
Well, now you got to test your
I
hypothesis.
know.
Now you got to go find a date.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I gotta go find a woman.
Do you have someone you would invite to this?
No.
No.
I gotta find someone.
Would you have the courage to ask a random stranger?
No.
No, really?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. I don't think
Did you
people.
have a stranger for him?
Huh?
Oh.
No, it's not
I
random if I
feel-
choose her.
I feel
It's still random for him.
a movie as the first date thing is like the worst thing.
Depends.
I mean, you don't get a chance to talk during the whole movie.
Yeah, but you talk afterwards.
I know, but
you eat dinner, you talk afterwards.
I agree.
You
But
ha-
I think depending on the person, if you say a movie, like you also have to say movie.
Dinner
and
and-
dinner.
dinner and
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
A
the
movie by
best
itself
thing.
is not a date.
Yeah,
But
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. If you've been dating for a while and you guys have common
Oh
interests,
yeah, no,
then
fine.
that's an easy date. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? Is this a good date movie?
I'm stuck.
You're stuck. Sorry.
There's surprise in the bag that's causing me from
Oh.
getting my cord.
Well,
Uh,
I say it because like you potentially, if as long as your partner is, if you like this movie and you're nerdy enough, hopefully your partner has some interest in space as well.
So for you, with your personality and the
Yeah.
person you would probably go for,
Yeah.
this is a perfect date movie.
Yep.
Deal breaker for Albert is you have to be scientific,
No, you
No,
don't
I'm
have to be
kidding.
scientific. You have to be curious enough,
curious,
or at least willing to learn something.
for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm out of the question then. I mean, any rom-com is a perfect date movie.
Yeah.
And that's what this is a rom-com.
Yeah, I don't know if any rom-com's perfect, but I get what you're saying. Most girls that I've talked to and dated like rom-coms.
Yeah.
Nicole definitely loves rom-coms.
Okay.
It's the feeling.
Me or
you
you?
could be Channing Tatum.
Me? I could be Channing Tatum?
Wow.
I'm just
No, I could not be.
my tagline, my salad sip is wrong direction, but still good laughs. Like,
Mhm.
I wish this was a little bit more on the serious side as
yeah.
opposed to
I agree.
like a rom-com,
yeah,
especially for the topic.
yeah.
So
It's a very serious, dense topic. Yeah. Okay. I do agree with that slightly, yeah. My solid sip is the truth launches through lies gravity.
Okay, so you focused around the plot more than the
Yeah, yeah.
rom-com part.
Yeah.
the truth launches through lies. What?
Through lies gravity.
The
It's kind of
truth
weird.
Launches through lies gravity.
It sounds kind of
Gravity's
long.
lie.
I was trying to figure out, gravity's
Probably
lie.
gravity's lie, right?
But
Is gravity the subject here?
I think it's the juxtaposition
Truth,
of truth and
okay.
lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just needed to close it.
I didn't know if he was twisting the rap or
Like,
if
what
he
are you
was-
doing?
I think the rap.
There you go. I just really needed to close it. Sorry.
Okay, so explain your salad sip.
So, I think the truth, no matter how good the lie is, it will eventually get out, unless you kill everyone that knows the truth.
Okay.
But I think
Good
in
caveat.
this situation, in this movie, that the truth was going to come out no matter what, whether it was through the actual televisation of the event or the cat being on the moon. It was going to come out one way or another that that there was a, I guess in the situation, the lie never got out.
Right.
Almost did.
Exactly.
I mean, it got out.
Yeah.
it got out
Some
to the,
people.
It got out to more people than
It should
was
have.
it
supposed
was
to be,
intended.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but not.
So it did get out.
It did get out.
But it's not like Channing Tatum's character was going to tell anybody about the lie.
Yeah, yeah. I think that I believe we went to the moon. Well, I know we didn't go to the moon. We're not astronauts, but I believe that
Actually,
humanity
we
has
did
been.
go to the moon.
Oh,
yeah.
we are?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, we are astronauts?
The legendary ship travels to the moon.
To the
Oh.
moon.
We actually film on the moon?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, finish what you're saying.
But yeah, I think that humanity has been to the moon before.
Okay.
And I believe, I mean, based on the very limited knowledge and film that I've seen, that the Americans got there first
Mm-hmm.
versus Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's very mature of you.
thank you.
No, I'm just kidding.
Like, I don't know.
Compliment?
I don't know how to accept this compliment. Yeah. It's a fun conspiracy, though.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and rate it then. Out of 10 black cats.
Ooh, that was very sugary at the bottom.
What, you didn't stir it well enough then.
I guess not.
What, would you guys rate this movie?
I'd probably give this a
I agree, it's a 6.
6.
Oh, I thought you were guys
Yeah.
going to agree with me. I'll give it a 7.
Mm.
I liked it. But I also like conspiracies and movies about conspiracies, so. Yeah.
6.
The reason I don't think it's about a conspiracy. Like
I mean, that's not the main. It is a big component, but I think you can go to it for another reason,
I think it's about the love story more than anything.
Yes.
and also about. So there's a side of the conspiracy and the moon, and either faking it or not faking it, and then Scarlett Johansson's character trying to run from her truth or
Yeah.
project her own conspiracy. So, as that's, if you think of it like that, from a
Wow.
certain point of view.
No, it's okay.
I mean, it's just a lie.
Yeah.
That she's trying to tell. So, it's a good like character story.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Why are you shaking your head so much?
I don't know. I'm just listening to you. Okay, I don't have any like real trivia.
I do.
Channing Tatum's character is based off of a real life character. Very very similar.
Yeah.
So.
A launch director specifically.
An astronaut, a pilot from World War II that was in the astronaut program that was removed because of same reasoning.
From the Korean War or World War II?
World War II.
Oh, wow.
And the actual person is from World War II.
Okay, wow. Okay.
Channing Tatum's was the Korean
He
War,
was saying
though.
Korea, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this was produced by Apple Studios, and then it was
Yeah.
supposed to be streaming, just straight to streaming, and then I think they initially had Warner Brothers potentially take it, and then they backed out, and then Paramount took it,
Mm.
and then I think they don't expect to make a ton of money out of this, for some reason, even though their budget was $100 million,
Yeah.
which half of that is probably salary for Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson.
I don't think
Maybe.
Channing Tatum's that expensive.
And maybe, I don't know, yeah.
Cole was supposed to be played by Chris Evans, but he backed out. Sadly.
I like Channing Tatum's performance in here.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time, for what I've seen him, I know him from 21 Jump Street
Yeah.
and like more comedy movies. So getting more serious side to this individual for this character was very good.
Just watch Coach Carter.
Coach Carter, is he in there?
Hmm.
That's an older movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's very young in that movie. Okay, we'll have to do that.
He just has a very like similar face all the time.
Yeah.
You have a very similar face all the time.
Like,
But even when he was younger, he
Like-
looks pretty similar to. Yeah.
but like he doesn't display a lot of emotions. Like it's just very all the time.
He's pretty stoic.
Yeah.
But I mean, they make the character pretty stoic as well, so it
Yeah.
matches. So
Yeah.
If you watch other movies, you'll understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I know what you're saying.
The range is just like very stoic. I
but it
guess.
gets casted into those characters, so it works.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
When you can only play one type of character, then you're gonna get casted into.
Yeah, I mean, it can work and it can hurt later, but it's working.
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, he's getting roles still, so yes.
Yeah.
Is he? Is he? What tier list of actor would you put him as?
Oh, what are the tier lists and how do you describe each? So A
So,
list, A list is like
The top
top
of the top
tier. That's like Robert Downey Jr.,
Yeah.
Chris Evans, like all just the big crazy people. Like Joaquin Phoenix, stuff like that, right? Either you're really good at what you do, or you just get paid a lot of money, right?
Mhm.
What's B? What's B tier?
B is like that like middle range.
Like a Michael Keaton, or is he A tier?
I would say at one point Michael Keaton was
What?
A tier, but maybe he's more like
He's a B tier now.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah. Who's another B tier example?
That was such a good one though.
What, Michael Keaton?
No, I really like that defines B tier.
I mean, are you saying Channing Tatum's B tier?
You think he's C tier?
I don't know. I think he's borderline between C and B.
Really?
I think he's popular enough to be like in the B tier, but I don't really see him in a lot of movies. And to me, he's just in movies for
Is Ewan
the looks more than anything.
Ewan McGregor, is he A or B?
I
Now
put him
is-
A.
A.
I
Yeah.
put him A.
Even now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so what's a C? What's a C like? Is C like C's not like
Not
the
the bottom of the
word,
bottom, but like
it's like
they can have like good performances here and there, but mostly they're just there.
Edward Norton, like he's difficult to work with, and he
I think he's
kind
more
of
of like a
pushes out. I
B.
think he's more B, but he's just difficult B.
Yeah, very difficult B.
I mean, does it matter to us if he's difficult to work with?
I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's just a perception of
Yeah.
how successful they are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of a C right now. You think like Lady Gaga, like someone who isn't a star but that is known for other stuff, but that can.
So
this
then
sort of
all like the wrestlers
All
that
singer, rappers,
like
wrestlers.
Dave Bautista, John
you think
Cena.
Dave Bautista is a A or a B?
I don't know. How do you feel about his Drax the Destroyer?
He's the same. I think he plays a very similar character.
And so he's
I'd
probably
be more
closer-
B.
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe.
If you feel like he's the same like role everything he is, he's probably more of a C than a B, right?
Yeah.
That's
I-
how,
Yeah.
Like what you were saying, like singers, rappers, wrestlers that are trying to be actors.
Yeah. Bone Stars ready.
Randy Savage is a C tier.
Okay, I guess that one line he bumps up to a B at least.
It's not a B for that one line.
I think I don't know. I feel like Channing Tatum is borderline C B.
CV.
Mm.
He gets typecast, and I just feel like he's in movies like Magic Mike where he's just like the eye candy, right?
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't he's in a movie called Chippendale, right?
Chippendale.
The one where there's the male strippers?
That's Magic Mike.
Magic Mike. Why did I
Chippendale is that cartoon movie. we
No,
watched.
Yeah, I was like,
no, there's
they're-
another.
they're-
no, there's
the,
a thing
the
called-
Chippendales.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Chippendales.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Magic Mike and Magic Mike 2.
Yeah.
There's a second movie.
Isn't there a Magic Mike XL too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a third
There's a
movie.
third one.
Come on, you know Lawnmower Man, but you don't know any. I haven't seen any of them, but I know of them.
I was excited to watch Lawnmower Man, so I already watched it this week.
When I sent you the picture, it was on Voodoo. You watched it?
Oh, yes. So I watched it earlier this week.
I watched Sonic 2, so
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, we're just watching movies we're not supposed to yet.
Hey, I still watch the movies. we
Maybe
were.
he's just a C.
These to see.
I'm just looking at all of his
Credits?
movies.
Yeah. What's he in?
The most notable: Magic Mike, Step Up, 21 Jump Street.
Mhm.
He's in a bunch of like random rom-coms like She's the Man and The Lost City. He's in Dear John, which another
That's your name.
romance. Yeah, that's me. He was me. 22 Jump Street, White House Down, like
That was good, though. That's an action movie.
as an action movie. Jupiter Ascending. Dog.
Jason Statham. What would he be? Is he a B?
I think he's a
More B? BC?
Because he gets paid a lot to do what he's doing.
So
I think he's more of a B.
he's more
but
B, but he should
He's
be
the-
a C.
He's most of the time he's the same character.
Yeah. Like what about The Rock? Is he a B or a C?
I don't-
Or a B or
He's
an A?
always the same character.
Yeah, but is he a B or an A?
He's definitely a,
He's an exception. He's a B, but he gets paid an A.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How
He's
would-
a wrestler that broke that C curse.
Yeah.
John Cena.
He's always the same.
John Cena's horrible though. I don't like John Cena in any movie.
What about Peacemaker and Suicide Squad?
I don't really remember the character.
Have you watched Peacemaker?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
No.
If it's not Netflix, and if it's not Crunchyroll, I don't support streaming services. I buy everything.
Okay, maybe
DVDs,
maybe
Blu-rays.
maybe we should define it better like this. Like The Rock is high B because he gets paid to be the lead actor more often,
Yeah.
whereas like Channing Tatum is most notable for like lower tier movies, but he's in good movies as like the side character.
So he's a high C.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll agree with that. But
Like, I think he's funny when he just shows up as a side character,
yeah.
like just randomly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey, it's Channing Tatum.
Yeah. You think comedy people, any like comedy people were now it's taking a while, but are in the A tier? Or you think comedy's kind of just like
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams? Yeah. yeah.
I put Jack Black in A. I don't know if John does.
I don't.
He puts in a
I
C. Jim
can't-
Carrey?
Jim Carrey's a good
A.
one, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. And
Robin
people
Williams,
who are
Jim
not
Carrey.
just comedy, that can have some range.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
How do you? We're totally going off topic, but who cares? Let's see.
I feel wasn't too much to talk about the movie if we always stuck to the movie.
Paul Rudd. How do you feel about Paul Rudd? High B ish or
I think he's a B.
yeah?
Do you really care for any of the Ant-Man movies?
I just think he's like really funny.
He's
Like,
funny.
I think he's A, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
He's a B.
I-
He's
I
a
think-
B.
I think he's funny. Like, and
He's funny.
even though the Ant-Man movies aren't the greatest, when he's the side character, like in the Avenger movies and stuff, he's funny. Like
He's all right, yeah.
that's why I say high B because he's a good supporting
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, let's get back to the movie. Is there any other trivia that you guys wanted to talk about?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Let me go ahead and get to the characters then. Scarlett Johansson plays Kelly Jones
Jelly Jones.
or Wanda or Wendy, whatever her real name is.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Winnie.
Winnie.
Channing Tatum plays Cole Davis. Woody Harrelson plays Mo Burkus. Ray Romano plays Henry Smalls. That was a very interesting surprise. As
Yeah.
like, hey, it's Ray. Jim
Wait.
Rash plays Lance Vespertine. He's the director,
The gay director?
the gay director. Yeah,
That's Lance or the other guy?
Lance.
Ray? Oh. Who's Ray Romano?
He's Henry Smalls, the guy with the glasses.
Oh, okay.
the one that smokes.
Yeah. Is that is he Seinfeld? No. I feel
Everybody
like-
Loves Raymond.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Self-named show.
I knew it looked familiar, but I haven't watched the show. Okay.
I don't really watch the show either. I just know that like he's pretty funny at times.
Everybody loves Seinfeld.
I had a blonde moment right
Everybody
there.
loves Seinfeld. Anna Garcia plays Ruby Martin. She's the assistant to Scarlett Johansson.
The feminist assistant.
Yeah. Donald Elsie Watkins plays Stu Bryce. He's the guy that mounts the new TV back on.
Yeah, the black guy.
Yeah, the black guy.
Yeah.
Noah Robbins plays Don Harper. He's the small white guy.
The nerdy white guy.
The nerdy white guy.
Yeah.
Small white guy, yeah. He's small.
Yeah.
He's short.
He's
he's
demeaning them to how they look.
As he's dressed up in this outfit.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk. Spoiler alerts. Let's go ahead and talk about the movie.
All right.
No use crying over spoiled milk now.
Were they talking about the conspiracy in the advertising for this movie?
I feel like that was a big plot point in the advertisement.
You're
Was it?
talking-
Okay.
You're referring to
The trailers.
the trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they were making it about the faking of the moon landing.
No, did they even mention it?
Yeah.
Oh,
they
okay.
mentioned it.
I don't remember watching a trailer, so that's
Yeah.
what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
feel like that was a bigger part in the trailers than it was in the actual movie.
Yeah, because we talked about it on the podcast, and I was like, the movie about faking the moon landing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I took away from it. But
No,
that's
me
why I
too. Me too.
focused. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that would be more around that and less rom-com?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more,
I thought it was gonna be more serious, kind of like Oppenheimer,
maybe.
like a mixture. Because
Hmm.
the actors in this movie aren't normally.
That-
Comedic. As comedic.
I
Scarlett
feel-
Johansson?
I feel like they're
I mean,
more comedic than they are serious.
more rom-com and comedy stuff than serious.
Hmm.
That's why when I saw the trailers, and then when I looked at the movie description, I was like, that
Yeah.
Misleading a little bit.
very misleading. Yeah,
Yeah.
because in the movie description, it talks very specifically about romance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So then as I was watching the movie, I was like, man, I wonder how Jesse really feels about this movie. But I'm glad you liked it, at least.
What do you think I was gonna?
I thought you were going to be a little disappointed. More
No.
disappointed than anything.
No, I had a lot of fun. The comedy was good. Maybe a little bit too much comedy, but for the most part, I was laughing at a majority of the jokes.
I think this movie uses comedy really well to break a lot of tension,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is funny.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think it's a little too much for the topic. And I was disappointed that it was mostly about the romance than anything.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they got a lot of probably guys into the theaters, assuming it was about space or conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely more of a guy thing is conspiracies than women.
Probably.
Wonder why that is. What's the
Guys
psychology
are
behind
stupid.
Non-conforming,
that?
maybe.
Non-conforming?
Possibility of non-conforming and learning about it.
Yeah.
As far as American men go.
Yeah. Yeah. Um
I'm tired of too many cats in movies.
Too many cats with emotions too.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Like the cat really just bothered me the whole movie.
They leaned into it for jokes too much. Like, give
Yeah.
it to me a few times and then at the end. But, like,
yeah.
I think 5 or 6 appearances is too much.
Is it the same cat or is it possibly multiple?
It's the same cat, I'm assuming.
Even if it was more than one cat, it's just too many instances.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's like the same black cat joke. And then I just don't like it in the movie at all. Like it was just a dumb way to disprove the staging, because like if they're actually filming on set, they're gonna make sure that there are no like variables like that.
I don't know.
I mean, there are also dumb secret FBI whatever agents that let Scarlett Johansson's character just take photos of. Wait, no, backwards.
Yeah, you're definitely backwards.
Um,
that was the NASA people.
they were letting Ruby.
Still the NASA people.
I don't know. Yeah.
It wasn't the secret agents. It was the NASA people that were letting her take.
Backwards.
Classified.
Toward the end, where Ruby was able to fool them to let Stu and the other guy rewire the broadcasting stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just
It was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
dumb.
where like it gets kind of weaker. Is that none of this would happen in that way.
no.
It would be more secretive as opposed to right in front of your face.
Right, and yeah, they probably wouldn't have the set within eyesight of
yeah.
the other
Yeah,
of
for
the NASA operations building.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, you'd definitely be filming it in another place.
Yeah, anywhere else.
I think the conspiracy is it was filmed in California as opposed to Florida, but
Well, yeah, why not? If you have Hollywood over there, or
Yeah.
maybe Georgia.
yeah, or possibly England, where Stanley Kubrick's from. I don't know, but
I mean, but as a filmmaker, he's going to be in between Hollywood and
yeah.
yeah.
It starts off introducing Scarlett Johansson's character. No.
Yeah, you're right.
It has a monologue or like a montage of
It's a
stuff.
monologue
Yeah,
of
the space.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
He's the one
Mono-
voicing over.
Okay, and it's just going over like Apollo 1 and that. So it sets up Channing Tatum's character. I think the first scene after that is Channing Tatum with the gas leak and the broom, and so it sets up his character like to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
Like you understand that he knows his science. Like he is this launch director, and you smirked. But I mean, I don't know the science behind it. But liquid nitrogen with straw, I would assume.
I think like
I say
whatever it
nitrogen?
is, it was just funny
Nitrogen.
like that scene, and then all the scientists are outside the room talking about like, oh, he's using the old-fashioned technique and
Yeah.
making it talk like he's really smart and doing this.
Well,
and
I guess.
they didn't think of it, and I was just like,
Well,
oh, wow.
one person thought of it, but he told him to get out of the room right away. So, and then the comedy of it exploding right as he's walking back, and then he walks in.
I thought he was dead.
He says, "All right, new process, broom. We need a new broom."
Yep.
That's funny. And then you get introduced to Scarlett Johansson, and she is, for lack of a better term, a con artist, but also a advertising agent.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew right before she got in she wasn't pregnant, pretty obvious. But she uses that to her advantage.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Scarlett Johansson in this movie, like in like the 60s attire, hair and everything, I
Very
think it's
attractive.
very attractive.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know why.
No, I totally agree with you. Like, normally, never mind.
What do you mean normally?
Normally, she's what?
She's
Nor-
like
Normally, I don't think she's that attractive.
Okay.
yeah, I think people overhype her, but in this movie she lived up to her reputation.
I think it's just the style of the outfits, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for sure. It's the style of the outfits. I think that it was more, people were more, I don't want to say classy back then, but I think people they dressed differently and they held themselves differently. And now today, it's not as professional.
I think you don't go to office environments enough to see that they still do.
Yeah, I've never been in an office before at all.
Okay.
But I mean, like just in like general public, people will wear suits and hats and
Overall,
and-
yeah, that's
overall.
true.
So now I think we've been more casual as a society.
But also, we also live in a suburb. We don't live in the city.
Yeah, thank God.
But that means you also don't see them dressed that way either.
Yeah. Do you think in your
Want to go downtown? Definitely.
gay? No kidding.
Well, I don't know what. What is that? What's the connection with that joke there?
Because you're going downtown. Like, down.
On a girl? What? I don't know. It's like, what is it?
It's not gay, but it's not a girl.
Oh,
You said you want to go downtown.
It's not gay if it's not a girl.
It's not.
Wait, I'm so confused now.
If I go down the girl, it's not gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So why'd you say gay?
Because he said it. You want to go downtown?
I'm not asking you.
Okay. We're on the same page again.
Sorry.
If one is to, okay, never mind.
I'm so sorry for him. Yeah,
Okay.
just ignore him. Continue with your statement.
If you go into a place where they're supposed to be professional, like in a big city, then you're gonna see more people dressed nicely.
Yeah. I do agree with that. The way you said it, though, I just
You're so childish.
take away your compliment now. Give me back that your mature compliment.
Yeah, but like yes, they still dress nicely,
Yeah.
but there's just like a different.
Yeah, it's a different style.
It's a different
Yeah.
style still.
Yeah. Definitely different style.
And compared to like movies that we've seen her in, like the Marvel movies or
Yeah. Jojo Rabbit.
yeah,
Yeah.
where like in the Marvel movies when she's in disguise as Tony Stark's assistant, she's still dressed in a professional attire, but it doesn't
It's a different style.
accentuate. I don't even know if that's a word.
It does. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you mean. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wore tighter clothes back then.
I don't even think it's the tighter clothes though. Like I just think it's the style of clothes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you say accentuate, do you mean like that it highlights curves of her body?
Maybe.
I think the curves are different. I think the brasiers of the time were like they're just different. If you notice, like in the '60s,
Yeah.
So Nicole was explaining this to me. So the shape of the cups are different. They're more triangular, and there's no padding. That's why they seem smaller than normal.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no padding now. I think padding is the norm
Yeah,
for bras.
more padding and more push-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's just that area of her. Like,
No, I'm just
yeah,
giving you an example.
I just wanted to make it clear to our viewers, listeners, that I don't think it's just that area.
Yeah,
that, like,
it's everything. It's the
it's
hair.
everything, yeah.
It's the clothes. It's the way they talk. It's just everything.
Mhm.
yeah.
It almost feels like you're in a film of the late 1960s, almost 70s, and the dialogue is definitely better, but in the style of.
Yeah, it was good costuming. Yes.
Yeah. To me, this felt like a Wes Anderson style film, but like just the dialogue was maybe not as sophisticated or fancy as Wes Anderson,
No.
but it was definitely better than what we get in some other movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good dialogue.
It was very good dialogue. Yeah.
They were talking about kind of the plot here. So yeah, she goes into the meeting room with the three men and
Yep. Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
then she guesses their cars even though she's researched everything about these men.
yeah,
That's what a good con artist does, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
or good marketing in general.
Yeah,
You
for sure.
research your your clientele.
Yeah.
Isn't
And-
a marketeer just a con artist?
Yes.
Essentially, when I was a personal trainer, I felt like a con artist. I did not like it. I don't like sales. I just feel like you have to get to their emotional core.
Yep.
And you have to grab them in, and it's not based on. They're not. People don't buy based off of logic. They buy based off emotions.
Yeah.
So, knowing that, I never get conned anymore because I'm always. No, they never can grab me. So when people come in with trying to sell me like bug repellents or just update your solar or internet or phone service or whatever, I'm just like no, I'm okay.
I mean, I feel they still get you when you're not in person, but still in media.
What do you mean?
Whether it's a podcast that you listen to or a TV show that you watch, they still get you in a way because they're still connecting you with emotion.
True, but
Even if they're using logic in their
Yeah.
shows, you still have to have an emotional attachment to it.
yeah, but I'm very good at like detaching from my emotions
Okay.
to realize like when someone's pulling me to think a certain way or to be influenced a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Non-biased
I
opinion.
feel that's not. I feel that's really hard, or almost impossible for anyone to do. I feel,
I agree.
Yeah.
even if you tout yourself as able to detach yourself like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. Sometimes like I realize after something has happened that I've been influenced a certain way, but
You already disproved yourself then.
sometimes. But I'm decent at it
Yeah.
for the most part.
Oh no, you're
And
decent.
I believe that because,
Scared.
I believe it because, and I'm not like super spiritually Buddhist, but like that's a core tendency of Buddhism is
A detachment
a-
from
an actual emotional detachment from the world is enlightenment.
Yeah, enlightenment. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I make all my decisions based off emotion, and I don't care.
I mean, as
try
long as
not-
you're comfortable with that.
I try not to.
I mean,
It's just how humans are.
we're just emotional beings.
Yeah, we are.
Sadly,
Sadly.
I mean, in a good way. Yeah.
as long as you don't like overdo it, then you should be fine.
Yeah, the balance to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that scene where she's going in and she's talking to them in the cars, oh, you have this, but and the husband shouldn't have a Mustang
Right.
or and then she's station wagon or whatever she
Yeah,
said.
and that's how the Mustang was advertised.
Yeah,
Is to
the
women, so that they know that their husbands could still buy a safe sports car.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's some play in what actually happens, but what based on a true story kind
Right.
of spins. So and then the diner scene was excellent where she's in there to buy coffee and to grab I don't remember if it was donuts or what it was, and then he keeps looking at her and she notices she's looking at him, and then her book catches on fire. He's like, "Oh yeah,
You're on fire.
you're on fire." He's, "Oh, you use that all the time." Shit.
That's original.
So again, a display of science, right? So you have to deprive fire of oxygen to put it out.
Yeah.
So like it's pretty simple. Like they're showing it's not just like oh, this guy is. They don't say he's just smart. He's acting smart.
Yeah.
Whether it be very simple things, but
Well,
how
so
else
far, I just know he knows how to handle fire.
he knows how to handle fire and the properties
But
of certain
does he?
elements.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
But like it's a decent like character trait that they're portraying.
Yes.
They're doing it pretty decently. It's not like, oh, he's smart, but he's actually just in the movie. He just makes really dumb decisions all the time and not. No,
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if a fire happens,
Most people know.
most people know like not to throw alcohol on it. And
I don't know if most people know that. I don't know.
Probably, Jesse's probably more right.
I don't know if most people
than
know
you.
that.
I don't agree with you guys.
I mean, just imagine 50% of the world has 100 IQ, and there's 50% less people than 100. So
I forgot how much a percent of the American population has an IQ of lower than 85, but it's
I mean,
significantly. Like,
if 100 is supposed to be your median,
Yeah.
then there's less than that.
IQ tests, so those aren't even like.
I know,
Yeah,
but like, I'm not saying it's accurate. I'm just saying
Yeah.
the theory of it.
I supposedly have a 123 IQ, but I don't know if that's true or not. You guys have a higher IQ than me for sure,
I
but
don't know about that.
you don't. You what?
I don't.
You don't know that?
I don't know. I don't even know how much 120 is supposed to be like standard deviancy from. So
We'll look up examples of
Okay.
people later on.
okay.
Deal
I
breaker:
still,
85% or lower. Not kidding.
I still feel like most people who are within reasonable like mental
Yeah.
capacity
Leave in the comments
should-
below if you knew not to do alcohol and fire.
because they drink like
But some people don't make that connection.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, we can-
I feel like that's a stretch. I feel like they're not because he put out the fire and the alcohol comment. I feel like that should be a very common knowledge thing. Like I don't think that's an intelligence
Have you
thing.
seen? Oh, but yeah, never mind. There's a TikTok videos of people. they're just basically asking really dumb people questions.
Okay, I don't know if you can trust anything off TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. But I feel like over the years, more people know less than back in the day because the reliance of technology.
Yes, but
We have more
also
access to
we also
information.
have more access to share dumb ideas and dumb videos.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. We have more access to everything, whether
Yeah.
it be smarter, whether it be not truthful, whether it be it's just
We have,
simpler to get.
and we have more access to see dumb people do dumb things,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
or smart people do dumb things intentionally.
Yeah.
Like we don't know anymore.
Yeah.
Those dumb videos could just be staged.
Yeah, exactly. They
Yeah.
can be staged.
A lot of
so-
stuff is staged. A lot of
just
stuff
for
is now.
views, for whatever.
Yep. For the money. For the money.
Even not for the money, if it's for fame.
Just for fame.
Even if it's for TikTok fame or whatever fame.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, yeah. More dumb people probably, but
I just think those type of arguments, like people have gotten dumber, or the other ones, like there's more violence nowadays. Like I just think those get just overused because there's more media coverage. There's more
yeah.
videos that we can watch where there's like a street fight on that randomly gets thrown on your TikTok for you page. Like
Yeah.
there's just more outlets to see that stuff, but that doesn't and again the population has increased as well. So of
Right.
course there's going to be more instances of
Yeah,
these
and
things.
I was reading like 98% of American adults have a smartphone now.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people. Yeah, I don't think it's more violent now than it used to be, but I do think that this does hinder us a little bit in a way. How many phone numbers do we have memorized versus back in the day when you would memorize? I think I
But
have 5.
Like that's still such a dumb argument because most people had phone books then, or they had their own personal like phone
Address book.
phone address
Yeah,
book.
but
like,
if you're writing it down, more than likely you'll
Yeah,
know it more than you would if you.
that's a very bad assumption to make because
I could type a phone number into my phone.
But the act of writing something.
it's supposed to.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
it's
So
But
supposed to.
that's also you're just assuming for most people. Like you can't make that assumption.
So you're saying I know more? No, I'm just saying like, I think back in the
Just
day,
because
people knew
something
more
works
than
for you,
5 numbers.
just because something works for you doesn't mean it's gonna.
Yeah, people learn differently.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
I mean, people were dumb back then too. So
Yeah.
she threw alcohol in a fire. So.
Yeah.
I think her instant reaction was to throw alcohol on the fire, but
I mean,
because it was the only thing next to her.
Next to her?
in her
That's
panic,
true.
she threw a
That's
liquid
true.
onto fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think she also knew that it was a dumb decision.
Yeah,
I mean, instant
afterwards-
consequences,
yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
But
Maybe she was acting like she didn't know.
I
Nah.
mean, regardless, she
fire
figured- yeah.
starts. She panics first instance just to dump
Is to
something.
grab something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just so happened to be alcohol.
When you are in a stressful situation, have you ever been in like a stressful situation where you just don't think clearly? It's a
I mean-
terrible feeling.
I mean, I don't think I have.
No, like a hopeless situation. I've been in like a couple, and it's not a good feeling because you feel completely useless.
Yeah.
So, one of them was staged, and it was not fun when we all found out.
Mm.
It was at Boy Scout camp,
Oh
and someone
boy.
had fallen off the balcony,
Oh boy.
and so everyone was in a rush to either grab first aid kits
yeah.
or to use the phone to call like 911.
Yeah.
And all the adults were blocking all the phones because we didn't have phones at
Uh-huh.
the time. So like they were just kind of, it was very a weird situation. But me and this individual ran all the way to camp to grab the first aid kit and ran all the way back.
And it was
And
far.
then it was to test how prepared we were to treat someone who had fallen.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very scary. I remember that. Like I can feel the anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How did that conclude?
Um, I mean, I guess I guess we passed because either people had first aid on them immediately,
Mm-hmm.
or that people were ready to call 911. I think that exercise went successful. Like
As far as the goals of what the
the
adults said.
goals, yeah. So that was a long time ago. This
Mhm.
was back in high school days. So it's like, how long has that been?
It's a while ago.
It's been like 12 years. So I was like mid high school. So
Wow.
yeah, or even early high school, elementary school, but still like it's not a good feeling if you're
Right.
just like in a situation where you can't think. Your immediate reaction is something that's not rational,
Mhm.
or the helplessness because you don't know what to do in a situation.
How do you feel about your preparedness for that feeling now?
Um, since I'm not practicing first aid
Mm.
because I'm not in Boy Scouts, I think I have a decent amount of knowledge to either immobilize someone or to stop the bleeding,
Right.
or if it needs to come to that last result tourniquet. I still have that
Yeah.
basic knowledge, but I don't.
Handling the adrenaline when it comes to it.
That's still very difficult to
Yeah.
do. Still very difficult to do. I used to be, because I was a personal trainer, had to have AED certification, first aid,
Yeah.
all that. So I've had that practice, but there's so much that goes into that Red Cross like
Yeah.
training. It's so overwhelming. If you don't
Mm.
practice how do you react to bee stings or bug bites or poison
Yeah.
versus burns versus lacerations?
Yeah.
It's just versus broken bones, head
Yeah.
injuries, neck injuries. So
Everything.
much. And it's very important that people have that basic knowledge, and I feel like not everyone knows that.
Nope.
Like when you have a neck injury, what do? Don't move that individual. You
Right.
call and you let the professionals handle that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I think, I don't even know back in the day if regular people have the information, but
Probably not.
yeah, probably not.
I think that, like,
It's a very specific
Back-
skill.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I also have to do like the first aid and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
CPR training, and
It's a lot.
like every 2 years having to get like recertified. It's pretty overwhelming.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then like it comes back to you when you're practicing. Like you're like, oh, I remember this. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty easy. But then in the moment when it's a person's life,
Oh, it's scary.
it's pretty intense.
Have you
Like,
had to use any of that? Like,
luckily, no.
okay.
I've had some scares where like I was like a kid starts coughing and then I'm just
You're
like,
like, should I
like,
wait this
please.
out, or should I start performing the Heimlich? Like, it's kind of,
yeah.
yeah.
It's pretty, yeah. That part is pretty intense, but I think as an adult now compared to like
Younger,
being a teenager,
yeah.
like mentally,
You handle it better,
you handle it better. Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't think I could ever imagine being put in that type of situation.
As a younger
Yeah,
human.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's just already so much stuff going on with you mentally, just to like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the movie though. We kind of went on a tangent.
Okay.
So I kind of just want to like speed this up a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we're not just talking about the entire plot.
For sure.
I definitely think like that part of the movie, just explains that he is just a more calm and
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
those type of moments more than anything. Like I don't think it shows that he's smart. I just think that it just shows that he's
Can retain his composure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Knows how to handle
Which
most
is
situations.
a big thing later on in the movie when they're about to like land and they're like
Yeah.
low on fuel and he's just like they've been able to, even
Yeah,
though that was
let
a
'em do
lie.
their job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you have to remain calm so no one like absorbs your anxiety.
Yeah,
like
the
that's
panic.
that's a big part.
Yeah, especially being a leader.
Yeah, being a leader is being I think a responsible adult.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to just be like, just like get all frustrated and then everyone starts to panic, right?
Right. But yeah, because your followers follow your energy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good quality of a leader is just to be like mellow,
Yeah.
but also know what to do in a situation.
Yeah. No
It's
one to be
be
serious.
competent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, competent leader is part of it.
But yeah, like what you're saying, I think one of my favorite parts is seeing Scarlett Johansson's character kind of develop from being the con artist and then being
Expressing yourself more.
expressing herself more, being confident in wanting to be in a place like she was saying where she belongs
Yeah.
when she didn't have that opportunity with her mom.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good character development there.
Yeah. I liked it.
I mean, I feel like the conspiracy part was interesting, but not well written into the plot.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it was like a second thought after a while. Like it'd been cool to get that, but there's documentaries if you want to get into that. That's more what you should look into. Just be careful on certain conspiracies and don't get sucked into them because it can make you very paranoid and very anxious and irrational. So just
and it's
realize, just take it with a grain of salt if you go into some of these because they get very dark and very scary.
I feel the main thing around conspiracies is, and being careful around them is, even if you know, what can you do about it?
Yeah. Stressing over stuff you cannot change is not something you want to do.
Yeah.
You already have enough stress in life with being an adult, working. Even as a kid, you have stresses too. Like don't add more stress to your life than you need to do.
Yeah, the anxiety that goes around it is like bad for your health.
For sure. Yeah.
Like maybe find people to talk about it, but like don't get into it so much that you
affect your health and your well-being, your sleep, your relationships. It has a toll on your whole life.
But I mean, this back to the movie, the setup going into the conspiracy with setting up the director and how she knows him.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That's funny.
That was a good bit.
Yeah,
about him being like kind of jealous of Kubrick.
Yeah,
with his one movie.
He had one movie, and now everyone thinks he's a big shotter.
Yeah,
which I don't know when this was filmed. This was 7 months before they actually went to the moon. So 19. So his movie was like 2001: A Space Odyssey was basically released shortly before that.
Yeah,
from what I remember, and I don't think it was a big hit when it came out. So I think they're stretching the history a little bit, but
it's a movie.
It's a movie, so that's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
But I mean, it's the movie was still out at the time, so
yeah.
And it's a space movie, and this is about space, so it kind of connects there.
It kind of connects, but I don't think people appreciated what his art was with that movie at the time. Some people did,
right?
Like my dad, my mom, not her sister, not all the people went, but small section of people appreciated that.
And then you got to imagine how it would be televised versus seen in a theater when color TV was kind of on the brisk of becoming more popular. Yeah. Because I remember, I think part of the movie is they had to find specifically a color TV to get a component out of it to fix the camera system or the broadcast system. I also enjoyed the struggle that Channing Tatum's character, his name is Cole Davis. Cole, that he has when he has to overcome the marketing. You need the marketing, right? Yeah. To get the money. To get the budget. You need that to make it to the moon. To have the resources to make it to the moon. But some of the things that you are doing is affecting the success rate. Like putting that 15-pound camera on there. 15 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're trying to be as light as possible to escape Earth's atmosphere. Or to land on the moon. To have enough fuel to land on the moon. Yep. That's 15 pounds is critical. 15 pounds of fuel. Yeah, that's 50 pounds of fuel. It's just critical. Yeah. And so I think this
although this movie is not as serious as people may want it to be,
Right.
the history of making it to the moon and the story of that, I think, is just as fascinating, if not more fascinating.
Yeah, I agree.
So you can get the scientific part of it or a better story with just documentaries if you want that.
Of course. But I feel this is a fun way to.
This is a fun way to
include
get
more science history
yeah.
into a rom-com.
It's a good introduction if you are into that already.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel it's a good intro just to get more people into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shake your head, yes.
No, I was listening.
I'm just kidding. Anything else to say, or are we pretty much like all out of fuel on this?
I think we kind of just went off topic a lot. We didn't really talk about the movie too much, but
For overall, it was enjoyable.
it was just it was a
Yeah.
rom-com.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a fun movie with kind of that conspiracy twist. I feel it wasn't super well like integrated into the plot, but
yeah,
it was still there.
is there
I liked it.
is enough. Let us know if you take your date on here. If this is a good date movie, let us know and let Albert know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Then-
Do you guys have a favorite, like a funniest scene or?
I mean, I mentioned 3 that were like I laughed at pretty hard, but this movie moves like at a good pace that I'm trying to remember like what happened when, what jokes
Right.
happened where.
Yeah, the 2 hours didn't feel too long.
No.
If not, okay, then we could just move on.
Okay.
Yeah, I just mentioned like the broom one where he explodes. I got a chuckle out of that. The meeting with the 3 Ford representatives. I don't know who they were exactly,
Mhm.
but that was pretty good. But I think the comedy, like you said, works really well for the characters and how they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like over the top. Like if you go into like
Yeah.
certain movies today, American movies today, it's just like comedy, and you're like, oh man, like can't we just get a serious moment? It's a good blend of seriousness and comedy in this movie that people overdo one or the other.
Oh, I like some of the feminism jokes
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah,
those are
yeah.
good. Yeah.
about working for Nixon or
yeah.
yeah.
I think this movie doesn't have any political sides. I think that
I
it
mean,
makes fun of both sides.
I would say yes, but because this period was very political.
very political, but
Whether it was feminism,
yeah,
whether it was the Vietnam War,
Vietnam
or NASA,
War, yeah,
like,
NASA,
those are all political
the
things.
American like propaganda to the world.
Of course.
Yeah, like
It's all political.
it's. I think it focuses on that politics and not like actual. It's kind of weird to say, but it's a political movie that is not political.
Like relevant today.
Yeah, not as much. You can pick stuff and you can relate things to real
Yeah.
life situations, but I don't think that's the intent.
No. I mean, it's more poking at the fun of the political stuff in the moment,
Yeah, definitely.
or referencing it. Maybe not poking fun, but yeah.
Yeah, referencing it.
Then how do you guys feel about the end with the cat destroying the set?
I mean, they had to do something. Like,
That was a funny bit. To like, are you seeing what we're like? Is it the same, or what are we projecting? Like, is it the real
Right.
one or the fake one? And you're looking, and you're like, I'm like, I don't know. It's so in line.
yeah, the quality of the screens or
Yeah.
the broadcast is already so bad. So
Yeah, it's already
you can't tell.
and then Mo's like, how do they know this? Oh, we've rehearsed this. We know. Like, appropriating the. So it's funny.
But as far as using the cat as the plot device, I didn't like it. It was. I mean, maybe if they used the cat less throughout the
If it-
movie.
If it was used less, if it was mentioned at the beginning, and it wasn't a constant gag throughout
Yeah.
the whole thing, and then that's how they realize that they're broadcasting the actual live.
Yeah.
Cool, but it's not as badly done as like the Thor goat joke, but I mean it's getting there. It's getting like to
Thanks,
that
John.
level. It's getting to that level of like, okay, like we get this. Like can we just move on to a different joke? But yeah.
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 Okay.
Is that how you feel too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like that one astronaut just like standing still, and then he just falls backwards out of nowhere.
Oh, the astronaut on set.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, if we have nothing else to say, Jugs and Pugs. Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Like, share, comment. Jesse already asked a question
What Elber's date
Date
movie?
movie.
about date movie. Yeah.
Do you believe we landed on the moon, or have we not? Was it faked?
Well, I don't know if you want the conspiracy people in the
I
comments.
do. I want that. I
Okay.
love.
we want all
listening.
the comments right now.
I do. We want all
we
the
need all the
comments.
attention.
And what is your favorite conspiracy?
Yeah.
You can leave it. Hopefully, it's not something that will be taken down.
Tupac's
I won't be
still alive.
taking anything down. I believe in the First Amendment, but YouTube does not all the time. So
Okay, moving on.
I hate when
You're not wrong though, but yes.
There's a reason why though. Like
there's a reason. There's a reason, but
No, he's asking no reason for you to mention that.
I'm just telling the truth.
But you don't always have to say the truth.
We learned this in this movie, but I did not. Okay.
Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it out loud.
Yeah, it's true.
the internet is not owned by the United States of America. This has been the Legendary Sip Podcast, and join us next time for Enter the Dragon. Will this be the sip we've been looking for?
Bye.
Maybe I'll take it out. Bye.